Hello, everybody. It is convention update time. So glad that you've tuned in today to hear what's up about convention. This week, I'm going to talk a little bit about why you would want to go to a convention. I know there's a lot of new homeschoolers out there, and you may not be aware of conventions. You may not know that they exist, or you may have been homeschooling for a long time and not even know that CHAP does a convention. You may also have been a faithful attender for years and years, and things got a little crazy with COVID and stuff, but we're back on our feet, and I'd like to just go over why it's such a good idea to come. So first of all, I did want to share that there's an article out there that we posted a little while ago on our feed from Demi Learning that shares, it's kind of like a guide to conventions. It has 5 reasons why to go, which is kind of how I broke down mine and added some notes of my own. And then he also adds a section on the end about how to survive a convention, like how to prepare. So it's a really great article. You might want to scroll back through our feed and check it out. Very helpful information there. So I'm just going to talk about reasons to attend. I have them tacked up here, so hopefully they won't fall down. So the first reason is to educate yourself. Okay, so obviously homeschooling is not easy. We're all figuring out how to do it because it's unique to all of our families. All the personalities are different in each situation, so we need to get educated. So you can also learn new ways to teach, new methods, interact with new curriculums when you come to a convention, things that you might not be able to find on your own that might be shared about at a convention. It's a really great way to stay on top of things and to be better prepared. We also need to learn, to continue to learn, to continue to be learning ourselves. Secondly, to renew our vision. So this time of year, well, May is when convention is, but definitely March, right? We're at the end of March and things are getting a little crazy and it's like, ready for school to be done. You're like, why am I doing this? I don't know that I want to do it next year. Well, when you go to convention, especially like the timing in May is perfect because you're wrapping things up or things are done. You go in there and you think about, why am I doing this? Why am I doing what I'm doing? What is my goal? What is my purpose? And when you go to a convention, a lot of times you hear encouraging speakers that will get you to think about these things and really get you revved back up. I have never gone to a convention where I haven't left going, yes, this is awesome. I can do this again. And all my friends that I've ever talked to have said the same thing. So it is a great place to renew your vision, to rejuvenate, to think some things over, to maybe learn some new philosophical reasons why to homeschool and things like that. So that's the second reason to come. Thirdly, obviously you can visit vendors. Wow. So like these days, we buy all this stuff online and you don't get to see it till it comes to your house and you look at it and you go, ugh. Well, this is an opportunity to see a curriculum, touch it with your hands, flip through the pages, look at it. You can talk to the vendor themselves and have them explain their product to you. And you know what? If you look at our speaker lineup, those little ones with the asterisk beside it, those are actual vendors that are going to be sharing about their product and the ins and outs of it. So it is a great opportunity to learn about the curriculum itself from the people who have created it and are selling it. So obviously, and we have more vendors this year, and there's lots of different types of vendors, and I will be talking about the vendors specifically in a different video on a different day, but keep that in mind. I will be talking about that. So it's a great way to connect to vendors, see them face to face, and talk to them about their stuff. Fourth reason to come to convention would be to excel in your calling. These are the words from the Demi article, and I really like it because we were called to homeschooling, right? And it's a great place to train for that calling, whether it's by learning about new current ways to teach, like I talked about in reason number 1, or you're just thinking about like philosophical reasons or why you do what you do, how you're learning, are you continuing to learn? So I think about the quote, God doesn't call the qualified, he qualifies the called. So I lost my notes. So he's going to qualify you. And one of the places he can qualify you is by coming to convention and interacting with other people, interacting with the speakers, listening to what the speakers have to say, interacting with the vendors, interacting with other homeschoolers, talking to us at the chat booth. You will excel in your calling. You will become a better homeschooler as you continue to learn. Honestly, if you're learning and you're showing your kids that you're learning, that's what you want to teach them, right? That life is about learning. It's lifelong learning. You're constantly learning and growing. And we should be growing in the way that we homeschool. Sure, you can buy one thing and use it forever. I tend to fall into that trap, but I'm not growing. And there are new things that come out, things that come up, things that are maybe better ways, more helpful ways for your younger children. So even as an older homeschooler, you can be learning, be constantly learning. Life is about learning. So it's a great way to excel in your calling, to come and be fed and to be filled and to learn more things. It's just a wonderful opportunity. And I tell you, you get your bang for your buck when you talk about all the speakers that are there and the price that you pay to go. If you've ever looked at other conferences, oh my goodness, the value is tremendous coming to convention. So, and the fifth reason is to get or to give support. So obviously, when you're a new homeschooler, you need that support. There's so many people like, I just want someone to talk to. I just want to go and converse with someone about it. And if you don't know anyone near where you are, this is a way that you could get connected to homeschoolers. You can talk to us at the chat booth. You can talk to a speaker. You can talk to a vendor. You can, if you are a veteran homeschooler and you come to convention and you see a deer in the headlights newbie homeschooler, you can say, hey, what are you thinking? Do you need some help? Can I chat with you about homeschooling a little bit? Whatever. It might seem scary to do that, but that's exactly what we need to do. We need to be creating that community, that place to go to where we support each other. And this is a really great place to do it. I mean, when you're new and you walk in and you go, wow, look at all these other people that are doing this. I'm not the only one doing this. I can do this because I can see that they're doing this. It's very encouraging. And we do need each other. Yes, you can get all the stuff online, but when we're together, man, the energy is real and it's very uplifting and it's very helpful. So that connection is so important. It's really great to be able to actually talk to people, ask questions. At our sessions, we do try to leave space at the end of our talks to answer questions. I always try to do that to make sure that people have their questions answered. And if you're a veteran homeschool mom and you're thinking, well, maybe I'll go to check out used curriculum or whatever, just think about it this way. It's a way to serve. It's a way to give back. It's a way to encourage a new homeschooler. You can be a formal volunteer for CHAP, but you don't have to be. You can just be aware of what's around you when you're walking around convention, like I said, and you see a homeschooler that, man, looks concerned or upset, or maybe you can talk to them a little bit. Right? Maybe you can serve a vendor, be a helper to a vendor. I don't know. There's so many ways to give back to the community. It's a great opportunity for service. And, supporting each other in Pennsylvania is really important because we never know what's going to be starting to come out of the legislature and when we need to pull together as a group to stand for homeschool rights. It's good to be connected already so that we are able to do that and to respond to things that might come out from our government in Harrisburg. So come and be connected. I'll tell you a little story. When I was young and I was just going, we hadn't started volunteering yet. Every year I would come, I would see the same woman and I recognized her. Her hair, her face, whatever. I just recognized her and I always somehow ended up sitting near her or beside her in a session. It was so weird. I didn't know her name. I would say, hi, kind of like I was her old friend, right? And she kind of looked at me like, you are weird. And I just recognized her and I thought it was fun that I would see her every year. Well, after a number of years, we switched churches and co-ops. And lo and behold, the co-op I started attending was one that she was a part of and she was a leader of and I became a leader of. And now we're really good friends and our kids are really good friends. And it's really funny because the first time I ever saw her, and I didn't even really formally meet her, but the first time I ever saw her was at convention, and it happened a number of years. So it's just really kind of funny. I just love how those little things work out. So you never know what's going to happen when you come to convention. You also get to see the seniors who win the scholarship prizes. There's just so much. It's such a good time. So I encourage you, if you can, please come check out convention. It is the benefits. You might not even know what the benefits are that you are missing unless you come. So I encourage you to check it out. If you're new, pass this on to your other new homeschooling friends, or if you're a veteran, just pass it on to other people so that they know what a convention is, they know why it is they should consider coming. There's just really something to that personal connection. I can't express it more. And I know, I do the online stuff. I'm in the Facebook groups. I listen to all kinds of podcasts. I buy books online. But the energy that is at a convention, you just can't beat it. So I encourage you to come. I would love to see you. I am giving 3 sessions, so you can check that out on the speaker lineup. And I'll be at the CHAP booth. I'll be wandering around, so I'd love to see you there. I'd love you to be there. And I hope that you encourage others to come too. And group leaders, encourage the people in your groups to come. Make a little group that comes together. All right. Hopefully we'll see you there. And I will see you next Tuesday is Q&A day. So please send me your questions. I will be answering them next Tuesday. And next Thursday we'll have another update on convention. Have a great day. Bye.